Oh. All right, tonight I'm scrapping this. The biggest spider like I've seen in a long time. I thought it was winter time. I thought they're hibernating. Biggest spider I've seen just ran out of this thing. Don't know where he went, but I hope you like your new home, buddy. I'm scrapping your old home. This doesn't have the power cord. There would probably be, because this isn't that heavy, so I doubt this has a power supply in it. The power supply is probably external by the looks of it here. But it does have the parallel cord. And I'm not seeing any gold plating on these. I'm going to try plucking one out. Ooh, these are always brass, usually brass. So there's a nice little piece of brass there. I think I'm going to turn the scale on for this one, because it looks like there's going to be quite a bit to scrap. We'll start a little brass pile. Now these are usually brass as well. This probably comes off now. Oh, they are gold plated. These, oh, they're not coming off so nice. Sometimes they pull out nice, but I ain't gonna waste time. And they can stay on the cord for the extra weight at the scrapyard. How does this side look? And those aren't gold plated. So we got some number 2 insulated. A little piece of 10. Try to keep a nice pile. So we want to take it apart, we want to break it apart. Because a lot of times these things are mostly plastic. Like I said, make sure you protect your eyes, protect your hands. Don't be dumb like me. Put some gloves on. Let me put these. These are a little thinner, a little easier to work with. This rod that goes across in here that the print cartridge rides on, a lot of times that's brass. Not this time now. Let's get the screws out of this. A lot of times you only got to take out a couple of screws and they just pull apart. There we go. Alright, this one comes with an ink cartridge. Now, I don't know if Staples is still doing it, Office Max or Office Depot, but I know people do buy these on the internet. They buy them to bring to Office Max, Office Depot, etc. because people cash these in for store credit and they get recycled. So you definitely want to recycle these. And I do believe that this is gold. There's little gold tabs in here, gold plated tabs. So you save that. And what's in here? Gears, plastic, we got a spring. This is spring steel. This is actually going like a stainless bucket. It's pretty low grade. I'm just gonna throw out my tin bucket, my tin pile. I see a board that's green on both sides. How do I get it out? I see a motor. Now, in here, we got gold contacts. Be saving that. And these little pins in here are usually gold. I don't think the pins are there. Gonna be nice. We got some kind of spring here holding this in. Ping! Oh look, I had a easy release. Still doesn't let me get it out. Well, I'll just get this part out, call it quits. Yeah. Oh, we got bronze bushings, it looks like. Are these going to slide off the end for me, I hope? Yes, they are. These are going to throw in my brass bucket. Like little bronze bushings. We got some more 10. Let's see about getting this board out. Looks like I might have to take a few more screws out here. Now, do you notice the flick when the screw comes out? That's to free the screw from the screwdriver. Because what sucks about magnetic tips is sometimes they won't let you let go of the screw. That looks like copper. Throw that in the bronze bucket or the brass bucket. And those pins do not look gold plated. See if I can get this out nicer. There we go. This you save with gold scraps, and this you sell on eBay. Don't bring this to the scrap yard. That you keep separate and sell. I'm going to call that garbage. I'll get the screws out. Because at my landfill, I have to pay by the pound. So might as well get all the weight out of this I can. Otherwise, you're not making a profit scrapping if you're paying to throw your waste away. Some more. Now, these ends are plated with silver. You can cut that off and save it in a little cup. They add up. When you get enough of them, you can sell them on eBay. But I'm just going to throw them in my number 2 insulated bucket. We got 2 motors. These are stepper motors. Could almost use they got like an XY. Yeah, you could almost make something like a printer. These almost look like the same motors that are inside of a microwave oven for the turntable. And there's always a nice little lump of copper inside of these. We'll be getting the copper out of those. Kind of feels good. I work at a print shop. Kind of feels good taking a printer apart. Wrecking a printer. I'm going to leave that on for extra weight. Don't take anything off the circuit board unless you know you can get scrap for it. Scrap price for it. These screws go all the way through. Leave it on your circuit board for extra weight. Here's a nice chunk of tin. Just like this, right in the scrap pile, just like that. As long as the magnet at the scrap yard can pick it up, the big crane magnet, that's alright. Because there's a percentage of metal that you can actually throw, plastic you can actually throw in their pile. Some scrap yards have a rule of like 70%, 80%, volume to weight ratio. This has got some kind of electronic shielding over it. I wonder if there's anything good hiding under it. Take a little peek. Oh, nothing too great. I do want this copper. These you can just break off. And that does it for the green board. Now, I'm going to bring my green board in my scrap yard. This is like mid-grade board. But if you got stuff like computer motherboards, you're going to definitely want to save those and sell those on a... I forgot what the website is, but there's a website where you can sell your circuit boards on it. And they give you much more money for them than what the scrapyard will give you. To get the copper out of these, you just simply nip off the top and pull the copper off. Easy as that. And this is a little tiny piece of ferrite. The same with this one. Nip off the tip. Just the tip. And the copper pulls right off. Now for the motors. I'm gonna leave this little piece of board on if I can. It'll make the piece of wire heavier, because the wire's worth more than the board. It makes sense leaving the board on to make the wire heavier. Now these usually just press together. Let's see if I can unpress them. You could just call this copper bearing. How am I going to get this one apart? Gonna have to do it here. And we're in. There's the commuter in the middle. So you got to have copper on either side. This is why you got to wear gloves. But I can grab at it with this easier. Let's give it the squish. There's a lot of weight there that's got to have copper in it. I see it. I can see it. It's going to be so worth it when I get it out. There we go. And I am getting annoyed with this piece. Probably would have been a lot easier if I didn't squish it. I've gone this far. There we go. The other side will be a lot easier, I hope. Little bronze bushing. Hope the other motor's easier. Well, this is gonna get called copper bearing in a second because it's not worth my time. See if I can get some of the copper out of this one. I don't think it's gonna be worth my time either. Sometimes these pop apart easily. Oh, I got some copper out. This stuff adds up quick, you know. Not exaggerating, but I've got probably 300 pounds of copper that I'm sitting on. So, not too bad. A few minutes worth of work, make a couple bucks out of scrap, if that. So let's see what we got. This I think is worth $2 store credit. I could be wrong at Staples. And we got 3 pounds 12 or 3.12 pounds of total scrap. Tear it. And 10. Got almost 2 pounds of tin. .02 pounds of copper. .38 pounds of copper bearing. And almost a pound of number 2 insulated. And this brass won't really register on the scale anyways. So not too bad, not too bad. Couple minutes worth of work, make a couple bucks. So just remember, scrapping's easy. Scrap's everywhere. All you gotta do is find it, sort it, and hoard it. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.